loud. Hello, OnlyFlans. Hello, Noni. Welcome. And anybody else who might be lurking. Is it still really loud? Oh no. Okay, hold on. It's so loud. Okay, hold on. I'm fixing it. Oh, is it because of this? Hold on, let's see. Hold on. How's this? Is it still really loud? Or is that better? Okay, my bad. Well, hello everyone. Hi to Kitty. Welcome. And anyone new who might be watching, I'm Calico Pascal, the Otter VTuber streaming to you live from the Float Harbor Aquarium. Hello, hello. Today is going to be a co-working stream because I have a lot of things I need to do that I haven't been able to do. So we're just going to chill. Or I guess you guys can chill and I'm going to be working. But hello, it's nice to see everybody. I hope your week's been going well. Or your weekend went well. What am I working on? I got some commission work I gotta do and catch up on. Unfortunately, you cannot watch or look. But I need to use this free time that I have to work on it and make progress. Because I have not been able to do that the past week. This has been... these past couple weeks have been very busy for me. But hopefully it should slow back down, let's see, after the next week-ish, the next week and a half. So probably after the first week of October. Ugh. But for now, yeah, things are just kind of hectic. I got my water with me. So today's music, actually I found this like literally probably 10 minutes before stream. So it took me a bit to set up, but there's this YouTube channel, or specifically this band, it's called Good Kid, and they make a lot of their own original music, and they've also done covers of other songs. So I just saw on Twitter today, they allow copyright-free use of all their stuff. And I was like, that sounds cool. Let's take a listen for today. Since this is a co-working stream, I figured maybe like music with lyrics would be a little too distracting, so I put all their instrumental tracks on one playlist for us. Yeah. So now we can just listen to music and jam and vibe and chill. Something else I gotta do. So I have my commissions, and then I also need to kind of, I guess, try to think about October's schedule. I already know for a fact is it next week? It is next week, isn't it? Yeah, I won't be able to stream next week because of what I said. I'm gonna be just really busy. I have some things going on. So no stream next week. But I will return October 14th, I assume, is the Tuesday after. Yeah, let's see if Photoshop will cooperate, please. Here we go. Yes, I guess that's something else I can think about. Let's see. Maybe I should put a note for anyone who chimes in case I'm not really talking. Oh yeah. It's funny, the last time I had this text note was when I did the Pomodoro method for the co-working stream. And this is just gonna be just a general. There we go. Doot. Let me move this. Maybe we'll put it over here. There we go. Hopefully that's not too hard to read. Welcome back, OnlyFlans. You wish you were a kitty with working legs. Oh no. You've been grinding Uma for 20 hours. Is it because of the current event? And now I need to open my commission file. Oop. There we go. Yeah, lock in, chat. True. Lock in with me. Let's make sure everything's working here. There we go. I always have to move all my keyboard and my monitors around so that way I can properly work. Okay, I think this should be alright. Top 10 club, we're almost about to fall out of the top 10. Oh no! Let's see. Ta-da! Getting some lore written. Currently juggling 5 projects right now. Wow, that's a lot, Dikiti. Tell me about your 5 projects. What do they involve? What am I showing chat? OnlyFlans. Hi, Gun Puppy, welcome. Oh, coworkers like people you were working together with on the project? Oh, I'm not even drawing on the right layer. Oopsies. Hope you're doing well. The thing I'm always scared about with this particular desk layout is accidentally like resting my elbow on my keyboard and then like messing everything up. Your main project is your magnum opus. Let me also move my microphone so you guys can hear me. 6-book series that's taking since 2020. I'm really done with the first book. Oh, that's exciting. Is it a, are you planning on turning it into like a graphic novel? Or is it just gonna be purely just written, just text? Oh my gosh, what layer is this on? Oh. It's like, what is going on? Yes, it is Good Kids. I was just talking about this just a couple minutes ago, but I saw on Twitter that Good Kids allows creators to use their music copyright free. And so I figured, yeah, let's listen to all their instrumental tracks. Only because I thought maybe songs with lyrics would be too distracting, so I just compiled all their instrumental tracks together on like Windows Media Player. I feel like most people probably know them from that From the Start cover that they did. It's really good, by the way. I'm ready to show. No Discord yet, unless you were sending me something that you wanted me to show to chat. Yeah, so what am I showing them? Are you gonna send it to me on Discord? Is it something that I have to save? If I'm showing it to chat, I probably do have to put it on or save it. Oh, here's this one. There you go. Oh, is it another work in progress? I thought you were gonna wait until it was completed. I said I can wait. They're taking so long. No, don't rush them. I guess for context, for everyone confused, OnlyFlans has been sending me like these little bits and pieces of work in progress screenshots of an illustration that they're commissioning from someone. And the first time I saw it, like, I literally was like, my mouth dropped. I was like, what the hell? It looks really good. Don't tell? Oh, well, my bad. It was a little too late for that. I missed that message by a second. I didn't say what it was. Also, I'm also a very busy and slow artist, so I totally understand taking their time. Oh, what did you send me? You have your comic about your pets that you talked about, the Dog Astronaut one, text adventure series, and an interspecies xenofiction romance. Ooh. Very cool. Are you gonna be working on any of those projects with us tonight? While we're, I guess, grinding away? Oop. Yeah, the thing is, like, there we go. My Cintiq monitor is like, it was kind of floating off a little bit, but now I have hopefully stabilized it onto the desk. Currently working on your character reference and timeline of the main series. Very neat. Groups book club? Good question. I really want to. I've said this for a while and I just never have gotten around to it. But I would really like to get back into reading. Basically one person working on a corporate level. I'm even using Lucid's parkour family tree. I believe in you, Dekitty. I mean, I feel the same way. You know, a lot of indies, even a lot of other indie streamers tend to have other people that they're working with. But I'm still attempting to do all of this solo, which is why, you know, I'm not able to put out as much content as others. I don't really have the time, nor do I have the money to spend, nor do I want to burn myself out. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? There are actually quite a few, like, religious VTubers that I've seen pop up on my feed every now and then. So, you know, there's a community and a niche for everybody. But yeah, if anything that you hear today that we're listening to catches your attention, I have put the links for a Good Kid band in the description of the stream. So you should definitely check them out. Because yeah, it's pretty nice of them to put out all their work for free. You know, it's not even just limited to like streams, it's also like you can use their stuff in your videos too. No, not the PMS. Maybe it's TMI, but mine just ended recently. So I am free. Strong Gym Rat flings you across the gym and beats you with dumbbells ASMR. It's a good idea. Did I ever tell you guys? I mean, I'm sure some of the longtime viewers probably know. I have mentioned potentially playing with the idea of like ASMR or like doing scripted content, but I've never done it before, so I haven't really looked into it seriously. That is true, Dickity, you're right. We should normalize it more. Yeah, you got it, OnlyFans. The hard part with having the mic here in front of me is like I can't use my entire like monitor space because I can't really put the mic like anywhere else while I'm working, so I just have to keep moving my digital canvas around. Yeah, I hope your cramps will subside or treat you a little better. Have yourself some tea. Take a hot shower. So as I mentioned, part of me being busy lately is I've been doing a lot of running around, trying to kind of get stuff in order. But recently I did some shopping because I've had to do shopping. I felt pretty proud of myself. I found some really good deals on stuff that I would have been like way more expensive. So for example, I'm pretty good when it comes to not doing any impulsive purchasing. And usually if I see something that I think I want, I'll kind of sit on it for a little bit and decide whether or not I really need it. So I was looking for something in particular, and then I found this bag. And I would say, out of like all clothing or like accessory type stuff, my one weakness of like the things that I don't really need is bags, but I just really like having a lot of different bags. And I think that's because I feel like, you know, unfortunately, with the way that clothes are made now, you know, at least for women or people who dress femininely or shop within the women's clothing section, they typically don't have a lot of space to hold your items. And so you find yourself needing a bag to carry all your things. But the problem then comes, you need a bag. I mean, you don't need, but like, it'd be nice, right? To have a bag that matches the vibe and the feel and the outfit that you're going for when you go out or do whatever it is that you need to do. So I just end up having a lot of different bags over time. And, you know, some bags are like, oh, this is a more casual bag, but I don't want this kind of casual bag, or it doesn't match with my outfit. Well, anyways, long story short, for a while I've been needing like a bag for nice events, like such as a wedding, for example, or like going out on a nice dinner, but I just have not had one in like recent years or for a very long time. So I saw this bag while I was shopping, and I was like, I think it's a very beautiful bag. It'd be very nice to have. And it originally was $200, and it was on the rack for $103. And I was like, $103 is still kind of pricey, but compared to its original price, that's like half off, which is a great deal. And I've been needing this kind of bag, and I haven't gotten one yet. So I walked around the store trying to see if there was anything else I would potentially want to buy over the bag. And in the end, I just kept thinking about the bag. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just buy the bag. Well, it ended up being the bag and then like a $6 t-shirt at the end of the night. So I walked away with pretty happy that I got such a steal on this bag. And I looked up the manufacturer, or the company, because it had a label from whatever brand it is. And this brand in particular, it's called Ted Baker. And I guess Ted Baker it's a brand that originated in the UK. It specifically says Ted Baker London. So I guess London, specifically in the UK. And I guess they were around for some time, and they had several stores open in the UK, and I read that they might have also had some in Ireland. But pretty recently, I guess, they closed down most of their in-store locations. And so then I guess maybe another company bought them out, or is just using their name. Because if you look them up, they're still around, but they don't have many products out. And I guess, yeah, they just must have relaunched recently. But the only reason why I know this is because when I bought the bag, I was like, let me look up this company, or this brand, because I'm kind of curious. And that was all the information that came up about said brand. Just like this whole thing about having closed and then relaunching. So as far as I know, I don't know where else you would find another like copy of this bag in particular. I guess it'd have to be either some other store must have it like still in stock, like the one that I came across, or you'd probably have to get it used from someone else. No, YouTube, don't keep the kitty from girl bossing. Every time you hear the words run around, I think run around, I get run around by the Beach Boys. Bags is a weakness, yeah, I have a lot of bags. But I would say, like, in recent years, I've stuck to like just a couple. Like I have 1 or 2 casual bags that I swap around, and I've been using them for a bit. And now I have this nice new bag for my more formal events that I get invited to. But yeah, and then on top of the deal on the bag and the $6 shirt, you know, I still didn't really find what I was looking for initially, so I went to Target, and then I was looking around, and again, from the clearance rack, I found another shirt that I was like, this is so cute. And you know how much this shirt was on the clearance rack? It originally was like $12, and I got it for $4. I was like, man, $6 shirt, $4 shirt, and a $100 bag that was originally $200. I am winning right now. And then, yeah, my shopping story's not done yet, because I still didn't find what I was looking for. I went back to the mall. I actually went to several malls, to be clear, but while I was looking for this one particular thing, I found something else. There was, so I've always wanted a bomber jacket, but bomber jackets tend to be kind of expensive, like somewhere around the $100-ish range and more, depending on the brand. And specifically, I didn't want just, I mean, I'd be okay with just like a regular cut bomber jacket, but I specifically really wanted a crop bomber jacket. I really like crop tops and like the crop cut on me, specifically. So while I was looking for this thing, I found a bomber crop jacket in my size on the rack. And, you know, I look at the tag and it says like $103 or something. And I was like, okay, that's not bad. Thinking the $103 was the discount price. But then I look again and it's actually, it had gone down from 103 to 65. And then the 65 was crossed out and they put 43. So they were selling this $100 jacket for $43. And I was like, okay, there's no way I'm not buying this. It's also what I really, really wanted. Yes, Sasa Lily! The Sasa Lily. So it's kind of messed up because I, like the past week or so, I was kind of worried about my expenses and I was like, I can't do anything, I shouldn't be buying anything. And then I got commissions coming in from people, and so that kind of lessened the worry a little bit. And then I also thought like, okay, I mean, it's a bit of a tight spot and squeeze right now, but think of the value. Like, you get it that much off and then you wear it forever and then, you know, I didn't buy it at the full price. That already kind of makes up the value. I'm just gonna get so much use out of it. Yeah, I really did, and I almost caved. I went grocery shopping at Costco, and they had these like, I went in the morning, so it was kind of a slower like crowd, and they had these like really fluffy jackets. I guess they're bringing them out for fall, and they were technically for kids, but because I am quite small in stature, like a large size jacket for a kid could fit me. And I was like, I'm so tempted to buy this. It's only $14. But then I had to remind myself I already spent like the $100 on the bag, and then the $6 and $4 shirts, and then the jacket, the $43 jacket. So, well, overall, that's like, you know, already saving money in terms of what I would have paid if I had bought everything at full price. I was like, I need to stop. I cannot. I will know that it's truly meant to be if I go back to Costco and it's still there. And I have money. Like, money that I can feel a little less guilty about spending. But for now, I'm good. Yeah, exactly. And actually the funny thing is, at the store where I bought the crop jacket, they didn't have, again, what I was looking for, but the person who was there, she was really nice. She tried to help me out, like, so much. Because, basically what happened was, I'm kind of looking for, like I guess it's a tube top. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's kind of more like a bra situation, but it's like the kind of bra where it just basically looks like a top on its own. So I digress. It's kind of like a bra top thing. But anyways, so I found one that I liked, but they didn't have it in my size. So I had asked the girl at the mall if they had it in stock, like in the back or something. And she was like, well, I don't see it. I don't think we have it in stock here at this location, but I can see that if you go to this other mall, they'll probably have it over there. It says there's at least 2. So I was like, okay. So I went to the other location that same day, and then I found the same top, but again, it still wasn't in my size, so I had to ask another girl, like, hey, so I'm looking for this top specifically, but like in a different size. And she's like, okay, let me look. And so then she's like, yeah, I see that there's 2 in our system. Or it says the system says that there's 2 out, which means they're on the floor somewhere. And so then she was like scavenging the racks, couldn't find it, like brought on another girl to come help look for the same top. And they're basically just both running around the floor looking for this top for me. And I'm also trying to help because I felt kind of awkward standing around. And in the end, they couldn't find it. So they were like, well, I really hope like someone didn't just steal it, because I could have sworn I saw it the other day. And I was like, oh, it's okay. If I can't get this one top specifically, I can just find like something similar and that work out fine. And they were like, well, your other option is that we can just put in an order for you, and then we'll like message you when it's here, and then you just come back and get it. And I was like, okay. And that top was also discounted. So I feel pretty good. I've saved quite a bit of money. Even though I bought multiple things, they were all discounted. So I am pretty pleased about that overall. You should rock that shit anyways, OnlyFans. Dude, a stag beetle themed leather bag? That sounds sick. Was it like an Ita bag? Oh, dude, you should make... Oh, somebody should make... I'm giving out free ideas, people. Okay, somebody make an Ita bag that's like... I'm sure it already exists. It's like a frame, like an art frame, and then you get pins of like bugs, and then you make like a little gallery. So it's like an Ita bag museum of like your bug pins. That'd be so sick. Being a gym bro with a cute person is such a power move. True! You're so right, Dick Kitty. I love a rare bag. You wear Hello Kitty cardigans, you'd be cooked with a purse? No way. That's how you show dominance in the gym. When you shop, you always drop like 600 just for a fit or two. Yeah, okay, but see, sometimes you have to do that though, because you spend on like good quality clothing, and then it lasts you forever, and then you never have to spend like that money for like the next several years because you're just wearing the same fit like forever. That's exactly what a lot of my friends do. Oh, the Kabuto Park? That's a good idea. Oh no, I think I actually saw someone. They made like an Ita bag, but not like of an art frame. It was like, have you guys seen those the plastic containers? Like when you like go collect bugs outside, it's like a little plastic house, essentially, and then you can put whatever you catch inside. I think I saw someone make an Ita bag of that. And they had a fish version too, like a bug and a fish one. Yeah, an Animal Crossing bag. Oh, which Ina merch are you trying to cop? The thing about Hololive merch is like, it's so expensive. Definitely worth it if you are someone who likes to save or like have collectibles. I deeply regret not buying the Ina hoodie with the octopi on it. And I know they reprinted or they made more of them, and I still did not buy it. But one of these days when I have the extra income, perhaps I will cop it. You feel bad if you buy clothes for more than 50? Yeah, me too, Gone Puppy. I understand. I don't think I've bought clothing, more than... for clothing specifically, I don't think I've... No, that's a lie. I've bought at least one thing that was at least $100. And that was... That was during a time where, when I first got my part-time job, I was like, oh my god, I have actual money I can spend, and so then I kind of went crazy. I was like, surely I must have this $100 sweatshirt from Anime Expo. Oh, so you do have a Mori Calliope jacket. Very nice. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I forgot. I also have... I have a... So, Hosho Marin had a... It was one of her birthday merch. I forget what year. But she made like a matching jacket with her outfit debut. It was like her summer outfit, her swimsuit one. That's like one of my favorite outfits from her. So when I saw that the birthday merch was like basically her outfit, I was like, I need it. It's just like the hat with the hoodie. And then it came with the buttons that she also has on her jacket. I am too scared to put the buttons on the jacket though, because I don't want to make holes on the jacket. Mori Calliope or Oshi. Good taste. Yeah, I love Marin. Actually, I have to say that most of the Marin merch that I have was, or has been, gifts from friends. Ina an Ame fan. Also good taste. Since day one, I buy Gura merch because she's goated. Now if I'm super poor, I can sell my Gura merch and make an easy 8k. I have the bowls and the plates. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I think out of Myth, my favorites were also Ina and Ame. Oh my god, a Calico faceplate like the Zoo Pals? Dude, I used to watch the commercials for those all the time. Every time they would come on the TV, you never change the channel. I also used to use those a lot. Yeah, this commission that I'm working on in particular, I just have been really busy, so I felt kind of bad that I haven't been able to make much progress on it. Yep. Whew, excuse me. Yep. Oh my goodness. Talked to one of my old girlies again after 2 years. Her little brother and me are close friends, and I'm her friend, and I guess she forgot to DM me and she thought I hated her. No! Her little brother called her and told her to call me, and we chatted for like 4 hours. Well, that's nice. Well, I'm glad you could clear that up. Nothing worse than just having a misunderstanding. Can I play 10-hour random Pikmin noise? Yeah, just like a roulette of Pikmin noises. And then you get the one, like... the only Pikmin noise I know is like the one that just screams. And then the rest of them are like... Wahoo-hoo-hoo, yippee-yippee. Or I know, my buddy Eros. So Eros on Twitch. I think Eros has a command for his streams where you can, I think it's like exclamation mark Pikmin or something, and then it just makes like a Pikmin noise. We agreed to meet up soon, and have a platonic Denny's date, then a normal date after. Oh, nice! I do like a good American diner meal. There's just something about breakfast food available all day, you know? Noni, if you ever come to America, I will take you to a breakfast diner. I'm a sucker for Denny's. I don't know if I have a preference between like Denny's and IHOP. More or less I feel like they're the same. Bacon in the evening? Yeah, you can imagine. Noni, just think of having like eggs and bacon at 2 in the morning. I mean, I guess by that point it's like morning, right? Technically. I would have a rephrase and say eggs and bacon at like midnight. Which you can do at home, obviously, but there's something about getting it at a diner with a bunch of other people who are also up at that time. Or getting pancakes at midnight. So good. I think the first time I met her, she offered me a cake pop. I'd never seen one, so when I ate it, I asked her for a spherical muffin. Yeah, I remember the first time I had a cake pop too. I was like, what is this? It's like a little cake on a stick. That's awesome. Kind of a neat, fun way to have cake. Though I think, you know, now, or even back then, it wasn't like my favorite way to eat cake. I prefer eating cake the normal way. It's just a good old slice. But if maybe someone made like a really fancy cake pop flavor, maybe I'd be more inclined. Because I feel like every single cake pop that I've had has always just been like the birthday cake flavor, or chocolate, or red velvet. Not that there's anything wrong with those flavors, but I find myself more regularly wanting something a little more different. Last time I was at Denny's, they had like a club going on at 3 a.m. Yep, that is the typical Denny's crowd. I feel like because of the fact that they've just had these like bizarre hours, you know, people who do like late night type events, they just end up finding themselves at a Denny's at the end of the night. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were to look at a chart of when like a Denny's or an IHOP was most busy, it'd probably be like early morning, like I'm talking about midnight to like 8 a.m. I imagine their slowest hours are like midday, right? It is very funny. I do like the term spherical muffin. Yes, getting a good ratio of sponge and cream. Exactly. Noni, you get it. Cake is so gross because I will eat it all in like a pig. I feel that. Dude, recently, I don't know what it is, I've just had a hankering for like carrot cake. And I was actually having this discussion with someone, but I find that actually, you know, everybody says their favorite part about carrot cake is the cream cheese, which is very good. But for me personally, I actually like the combination of like it's the walnuts. And actually I've been told that it's not always walnuts. Sometimes people do like pecans instead, which I also really like in terms of like favorite nut list. Walnuts and pecans are definitely up there. So to me, like when I eat a carrot cake, the flavor that I associate the most with it is actually not carrot, but the walnut, and then probably the cream cheese, and then like all the spices. Raisins are gas. Raisins, I've never been like I used to dislike raisins, and then as I got older, they became more of like I won't seek them out, but I will eat them now. I'm okay with eating them. I think I prefer if they are paired with something rather than just eating raisins straight. I don't like that as much. I gotta be eating them with something. And that's when they're like peak enjoyable. A bit dry on their own, but somehow on a pastry or cake it's so good. Yeah, I agree. It's just like the flavor that you get out of them. It's just so yummy. Carrot cake and raisins are fire. I agree. Yeah, I'm still trying to, you know, I've been pretty good about having control with how much like goodies I'm eating every day, because I have so much from Mama Pascal from returning from France. So I'm trying to, you know, not just inhale an entire box of French cookies or chocolates. And I'm sharing them a lot with, like, friends and stuff to avoid, like, eating it all by myself. But I will not lie, that is very difficult. Only because there's like so much, and then I worry about it, you know, going bad. Or, you know, not wanting it to go stale, at the very least. What's your favorite kind of cookie, Noni? Or everybody, I'm curious. I feel like you can't beat the classic chocolate chip. Oh, bugles? Do you put them on your fingers? Or do you have like a specific flavor that you like? A raisins and oats kind of dude. Alright. You know, I feel like I haven't had a raisin and oatmeal cookie like since I was a kid. And back when I was a kid, you know, I'd always pick out the raisins because I didn't like them. So I would just be eating the oats. But I feel like now I would probably have a better appreciation for them. Malt biscuits. Mmm. Dipping in tea and coffee. Yum. Actually, you reminded me, I was laughing because one of the cookies that Mama Pascal gave to me, she was like, oh, these are kind of like stroopwafels. You heat them up over like your coffee or your tea. So I'm thinking like they must be pretty big then, because you know, like the diameter of a mug typically is like, you can't see my hands obviously, but I'm making like a general shape of like about how big like a cup is. And so then I was telling PJ, because obviously my mom brought back stuff for myself and PJ, and I was telling him, oh, okay, so this is what she said about these cookies. Like you're supposed to heat them up over your coffee or your tea, and the chocolate's gonna like melt and get all gooey. And he was like, oh, okay. I opened the box and we look at the package. It's like not even like it wouldn't even be able to sit on the rim of the cup because it would just fall in. It was just so tiny. I was like, wait, how? This is nothing like a stroopwafel. It's so little. So I'm not sure exactly what she meant. A cheddar? Raspberry and oats? Ooh, I'd be down for raspberry and oats. I do love raspberries. Think raspberry? Probably my favorite berry. If I had to pick a berry. Oh, maybe, Noni. I did not think about that. You might be right. They'd probably fit on an espresso cup. That is a very good point. What are these? Stroopwafels for ants? They're so small. It's actually almost like cookie baking season for me again. It's always the holidays, you know, because everybody's like, you got Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I feel like that's generally the time where I'll be baking the most out of the entire year. I think it was last year that I made the chocolate chip brown butter cookies. that my friends and coworkers like gobbled up. But for good reason, because they were dang good. I also made, let's see, last year, I think that was the year I made, do you guys know what butter mochi is? And if you don't know what butter mochi is, you should definitely look into it, or try it out for yourself if you're a fan of mochi at all, or like the texture of mochi. But butter mochi specifically is a Hawaiian-based dessert, which uses mochi flour. So it has this very like soft, gooey texture, or bouncy. It's not really gooey, it's more bouncy, like a chewy, bouncy texture. And you can make it in a lot of different flavors. But for Thanksgiving last year, I just made like it was a classic butter mochi flavor. And then I just added like these candied pecans for a little more texture. Yeah, I'll probably maybe after this stream, take the time to check out Good Kids music videos and stuff, because they have quite a few animated music videos, and so far I have been enjoying what we've been listening to. Actually, speaking of commissions, I don't want to speak on their behalf, because I don't know if they still have slots open, but Noni has also been taking commissions, and Noni is a super goated artist, so if their commissions are still open, you should take a look. Right, Noni? Yeah, you have been. I saw some of the ones that you've shared so far. They're looking really good. Yeah, you could. Aw. That's sweet. I am looking forward to the Eros Yowie. I mean, what? I keep accidentally knocking the mic too with my pen. Oh, yum. No, I don't think I talked about this yet, but so Mama Pascal also brought back, she brought back like cookies and chocolates and stuff, but her sister, my aunt, also wanted to send over some treats as well. So for me, specifically, she sent me some tea, and there was one tea. She gave me like 3 boxes of different teas, and I've only tried one of them, but already it was like super, super good. I might even make some after stream. It's a decaf tea, which is what I said I wanted, so I'm surprised she remembered. I might be mispronouncing this, but I think it's rooibos tea. So it's a Tahitian rooibos. Rooibos. And it is a vanilla and almond flavor. And with a little like bit of almond milk. Or if you want to go crazy, you add a little bit of honey too. It's so good. I'm a sucker for like the almond extract flavor. Yeah, it is very yummy. Yeah, did you guys watch the Homestuck pilot? The animated pilot for Homestuck, the webcomic by Andrew Hussey? I was never a Homestuck fan directly, but because it was so prominent, like during my time of being on Tumblr, I feel like I became like I have outside knowledge of Homestuck. But I wouldn't call myself a direct fan. I've never consumed the webcomic directly to really say whether or not I enjoy it. Also, I've been back at it again, watching videos about bees and beekeeping. I think in particular the ones that are kind of chaotic that I've been watching from beekeeping videos is like when outsider predators, such as like wasps as an example, go after someone's bees, and then the beekeeper goes out of their way to take care of the wasps. And so it's like a whole video about them like, oh, cutting down the nest and like removing the wasps. And it's just so... I mean, I've never been a fan of wasps for one, so... And as I think most people are not fans of wasps as well. Which is why these videos tend to get a lot of views. And I know, like, wasps are also pollinators and they get rid of other bugs. But they need just not to get in the way. And they need to not be attacking bees. Would you guys ever watch a stream of me where I just clean my room? Because that's something I've sorely neglected. and it might be interesting. I think I'd have to figure out a way to make it so I can have like a wireless mic, because I wouldn't be able to clean my room otherwise if I was just tethered, or if I had to like yell really loud from across the room. Oh no, your coffee's making you sleepy. It's just nice and warm and comforting, I bet. Ooh, that sounds really good. I was so excited. So I was complaining for a while that the matcha powder that I buy, or that I bought like one time, I get insane value out of it because it's just like 200 something servings of matcha in one bag. Assuming that you are following the serving size accurately. But, I mean, it still ended up lasting me over a year. And I think I can't remember if I told this story on stream, but I saw it, and then I didn't buy it at the time because I still had a little bit left. And then I eventually ran out, and then I went back to the store and they didn't have it. So I was like, oh my god, I have to wait for them to restock this matcha powder. And every time I would go back, I would check to see if they had it, and it still wouldn't be there. But guess what finally came back on the shelf? So I got a new bag, finally, of matcha powder, so I can go back to making myself matcha lattes in the morning. But I still have a bunch of other tea that's been sitting around in my room that I haven't gotten to. So I really need to consume those as well. I just recently finished one tin specifically. It was like a hot cinnamon tea. It was really, really good. Perfect for fall. Which is why I remembered and like dug it up. Yeah, I liked having it with just like a splash of milk to give it like that milk tea color and flavor. But just the tea on its own was already like kind of sweet. Something about that, the cinnamon and the spices, I guess. And then I think I also mentioned this on stream, like, this was a while ago though. Mama Pascal had gone to Thailand. This was a while back. And she brought me back tea from Thailand. And it, on the can, it was like, it says green tea, you know, or like green milk tea. And I'm thinking like, oh, like matcha, right? Green milk tea. Which, yes, it did contain matcha. But for whatever reason, it was like, so the blend had matcha in it and some other tea flavors, I think jasmine. But the other things that were included in the blend was like blue and yellow food coloring to make it like extra green, I guess, instead of just, I don't know, adding more matcha. And so when you initially brew it, it's like really green, like a dark green, like seaweed green. It is like really green. And then you're supposed to add milk to make it lighter and have that like classic green matcha tea, milk tea look. But ever since the first time I brewed it, I have not made another batch because it was just I couldn't stop thinking about the fact that the food coloring was taking up so much of the mixture. It was kind of weird. Yeah. I'd rather just have regular matcha at that point. But there's bound to be a flop, you know. Yeah, there was a tea blend that I had been gifted a while ago. And I tried the tea and it was just not it was not very good. And I didn't have the heart to tell the person who gifted it to me that it was not good. I hope after this thing that I'm dealing with is over, then I can focus a little more on, for one, making commission progress, and then also just like, because I thought for a while, and you know, not to say that I'm doing terrible, but I felt like I had a pretty good Like I was feeling pretty happy with my streams for a while, and then because I haven't been able to really put in the time to prepare things a little bit better, I've been feeling a little mildly disappointed in myself. But you know, I understand it's just because I've got a lot happening, and so because of that, you know, stream preparation stuff isn't really at the forefront of my mind. And I think also the having to change my stream schedule has thrown me off a little bit. Overall though, like the change in schedule has been positive, like for me outside of stream. Like doing them on Tuesday and then being like, oh, well now I don't have to think about stream for the rest of the week. Versus when I was doing them on Thursdays, I guess I had just gotten used to, like, you know, preparing for Thursday stream all week, and then stream would happen, and then that'd be it. Now it's like, oh, it's my weekend, and then, oh, shit, I have stream tomorrow. Like, oops. Yeah, so even during this stream, I know I had started saying like, oh, maybe I should work on trying to figure out the schedule for October, but yeah. I don't even know. You know? I just have bigger fish to fry at the moment. I'm willing to bet I'm gonna send whatever progress I make on this to my client, and they're gonna notice right away the part of the drawing that I'm avoiding. The part that everybody despises. The hands. I surprisingly did the feet already, or at least one of the. It's there's multiple feet, but I've drawn at least one set of detailed feet. But the hands? Nah, man. Hands can wait. Everything else comes first. I used to be one of those people where, when working on a drawing, part of the reason I was so slow was because I wouldn't move on to working on anything else until I finished like a particular step. So for example, I wouldn't start coloring until the line art was completely done, like at all. But now now, I mean, I realize from watching like other artists when they work. I mean, I guess it's dependent on each person's preferences, but now it's like, rather than stalling on one part for a long time, I try to, if I start getting bored with one thing, like for example the line art, because I tend to take a lot of my time on the line art to try to get it the way that I want it to look, I will just stop doing the line art and throw in some flat colors as an example. And then if I get bored of that, then it's like, oh, I'll start doing some quick, like, sloppy shading, just to kind of feel like I'm making progress, I guess. Even if I might have to change some things a little bit, like at the end. I at least feel a little more productive this way. Hello, Twai Dayo. Yes, it is. So I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but Good Kid just said that they're allowing creators to use their music for streaming or videos, whatever you'd like, completely free. And so I saw that tweet of theirs like 10 minutes before stream, and I was like, oh, that's perfect. We're just gonna play some Good Kid music then. How did you miss that generational news? I think the tweet literally just came out today. But for me, it was just like convenient timing. And since this is just like a study co-working stream, I was like, well, we won't listen to the version that has lyrics. We'll just do all their instrumental tracks, because part of the thing about them allowing to use their music is that they have them free to download on their website, which is linked in the stream description. And it includes the MP3s, WAV files, and instrumental files for all of their stuff. So I literally just have it playing via like the Windows Media Player right now. Have you been Twi? I don't know if you were here earlier or lurking at any point, but we were talking about cookies and I was like thinking of you. I was like, I was thinking like, oh, Twi needs to come here and talk about cookies with us. We were also talking about cakes. You just arrived? Well, welcome. You missed the baking talk, nar. It's okay. You can bring it up again. Because I was just saying how, like, around this time of year is when I start baking the most. Last year, I made brown butter chocolate chip cookies, and I also made butter mochi. You've been looking into trying to make cake again? But like seriously? Ooh, you should do it. Oh, okay, so walk me through. If you were to make like an official Twai Dayo cake, like what would the flavor profile be? Like imagine some collab cafe wants to make a menu off of you. what kind of items are we thinking? And specifically for cake, again, what kind of flavors are we working with here? Official Twilight cake, yeah. You know, the Collab Cafe has like the cute cardboard cutout standee of like the some official art of you in like a cafe uniform and you're serving your own food. Blueberry buttercream icing, 2 layers of vanilla sponge with orange slices and white sprinkles on top. Oh, cute! No idea if the combo would work, but that is my brainstorm. That sounds pretty good. I mean, like, I don't see why blueberry and orange wouldn't work because there's a lot of, like, lemon and blueberry combination type stuff. Okay, what about like a savory dish? Savory Twilight dish, like main entree type meal. What are we serving? You think I would be some kind of ube cake with like a coconut cream filling and a bunch of fruit on top. Oh, interesting. I don't know about ube because ube is typically purple and like theme-wise I don't have any purple on me, but maybe if you made it like a very light purple you could maybe get away with it. I do like your train of thought though. I think it would be something like tropical flavor for sure. I was thinking more coconut pineapple, to be honest, but mango could also work. Oh yeah. Mango coconut or pineapple mango. Or like a coconut passion fruit. You love coconut? Me too. Big coconut fan. Oh, you actually reminded me. There is a new protein bar flavor recently that showed up at the gym. And I have not had a chance to try it. I also have not had a chance to try... There's a pina colada flavor protein drink. I think it's Lean Body. And I'm so curious. I want to try it. I don't even know if I'd be able to get my hands on it. At least from my local gym. But I'm so intrigued. But the new protein bar flavor, sorry, I got distracted. The new protein bar flavor, it's by Bear Bells, and it's a key lime pie. I was like, that sounds pretty good. I would be down. Key lime pie is interesting. I think it's sometimes it's not executed very well, but when you get a good key lime pie, oh my god, it's like you cannot stop eating. Or more specifically, I think what I'm thinking of is was it for my birthday? No, it was for someone else's birthday. I had this really delicious coconut key lime cheesecake, and I could not stop thinking about that cheesecake, and I really want to have a chance to eat it again. But from what I understand, the place that made it, they don't serve it there anymore, which makes me really sad. It is very unfortunate. Welcome back. We were talking to a clown. We were talking about multiple things. I was asking Twy, because Twy also bakes, so I was telling them about how we were talking about cakes and cookies earlier, and that kind of devolved into, if you were to have a collab cafe of yourself, what kind of themed food and flavors would you go for? Character-wise, I suppose. And then that just kind of reminded me about, because we were talking about my flavors, and then it reminded me of some protein drink and protein bar flavors that I saw recently that I haven't had a chance to try yet that I really want to. One of them being key lime pie protein bar, and the other one was a pina colada protein drink. What kind of pie? The pie poster, an old man talks about a discontinued dinner for over 20 years and was posting it all online. I have not. But you know, if something struck me hard enough and then disappeared from the menu, I think I also would be talking about it for 20 years. Like that coconut key lime cheesecake. I will not be able to stop thinking about that. You know, I'm sure it's not even that difficult to recreate. Like, I bet if I looked up a similar recipe, there's gotta be someone else who has made it. But I don't know, man. Just like everything about it, like it had like the coconut, the toasted coconut flakes, and then the crust was like this really delicious like graham cracker with coconut. It was just perfect. Flan Cafe, ooh. You know what? I don't think. I've definitely. So I'm a big fan of like pudding, and flan falls under that kind of category. Like flans and what's it called? Creme brulee and panna cotta. I love all of those desserts. And so, speaking of like flan specifically, I don't think I've ever had a flan that wasn't just like the base custard flavor. but I have definitely had panna cotta or pudding or creme brulee that were other flavors, such as matcha. Ooh, coconut matcha dark roast coffee. That sounds so good. You make a light blue vodka pineapple mix. Ooh, with a little peach. So it's a seafoam green, like a lava lamp kind of cup. That sounds cool. It'd be kind of fun too. I think in case any cafe collaborators out there are listening to my dream, I think for at least 2 drinks, or maybe, no, I would want to make at least 3. So I would want like a hot drink, a cold drink, and then an alternative cold drink. So I'm not sure about the hot drink, but the cold drink, I want like, obviously like a soda float that is like a nice like gradient of like yellow and green and blue with maybe like little star jellies or something at the bottom and fruit. And then the top would have like a scoop of ice cream. And then the other drink, this is a must. There has to be at least one drink that's like protein based, like a protein based drink. And I think the same would be for the food. I would want my cafe collab meal to have like maybe something more standard or common, and then one that is like a protein variation of said thing. Or actually, it'd be kind of funny if like everything on the menu just has like extra protein or is like made with ingredients that are higher in protein. Like you can't escape it. It's like, oh, like this drink? This is our like yogurt based drink and it's high in protein because it uses Greek yogurt or something. Something silly. Ooh, you want a Mexican bakery as a theme restaurant maid cafe thing? That would be really cool. Family, mostly your grandma, ran a bakery, so I know how they made the bread too. That's awesome! I'm kind of jealous. Oh, dude, talking about food's making me hungry. All I ate when I came home was just a protein bar. So I am looking forward to dinner tonight. And since I bought groceries, you know, the world is my oyster. I have more options than just whatever the hell I was like surviving on the past few days because I just didn't have the time and was too lazy to go to the store. Speaking of which, I should drink some water. You guys should drink water too if you haven't been drinking water. Dude, chicken and beans? That's a ton of protein right there. That sounds really good. Dude, I should have bought beans. I didn't buy beans when I was at the store. That would have been a good idea. I actually think chicken might be what I have for dinner tonight. It was also my lunch, but I don't... I mean, I just ate, like, I ate a little bit. I didn't think I packed too much. Fairly light lunch. Keiko, if you're still here and you're listening, what kind of cafe food or flavors would you want? Like if someone came to you and was like, we're gonna make a collab cafe based off of your Final Fantasy XIV OC. Or I guess just your OC. What kind of flavors do you imagine for your OC, Keiko? Dude, I feel like if Noni is still listening, Noni, your collab cafe, if you ever had one in the future, would be so fun and cute and pink and colorful, and I feel like the flavors would just be... I feel like the food and the theming and the flavors would come together so easily. You'd be stuck, you'd want it to look sweet, but the item sold might not be sweet. I feel like there's a lot of... I think typically, like, what I've noticed from a lot of collab cafes is like they'll try to have a little something for everyone. So I don't think it's uncommon to have, like, some items that are a little more on the sweet side and then some that are more tame. Chocolate and ube swirl frozen yogurt. Ooh. Oh, ube. That's so yummy. I think maybe... Like, I like ube as a flavor, but if I were to include like a ube thing in like my collab cafe, perhaps I need to come up with like some kind of alternative outfit that has purple in it, just to have an ube thing. Keiko, I feel like you would definitely have your hot drink menu would definitely include coffee or tea. Probably like a calming tea, like a chamomile or a lavender. Oh, wait. I was like, wait a minute. I started blocking in the shadows for this thing, and I realized I don't need to do that on this one part. Oops. Just kind of got lost in the sauce. But yeah, while I have you guys here, let me remind you, and also just repeat myself because some of you might not have been here when I initially said it earlier in the stream, but there is no stream next Tuesday because I'm going to be busy, but there will be a stream the following week after that, on the 14th, I believe. And I will put out a reminder for you guys. But I just have a lot going on in the next week. Which is part of why I was like, I should try to be productive this stream. Thank you, Twy. I will report back to you the week after about what it is that I'm doing, or will be doing. I'm just kind of spouting ideas here, but maybe the stream when I get back will be some kind of game stream. Thinking something that I can easily just yap while playing. So maybe like Spiritfarer or something. So what about you guys? Because I was streaming on Thursdays, it was easy to be like, oh, you guys have any plans this weekend? Because it was just coming up. But now it feels like, oh, it's only Tuesday, it's so far away. But I guess I can still ask anyways. If you have anything planned this weekend? What are y'all up to? Okay, I guess you're like in the middle of the week, Noni. So maybe a little bit closer to the weekend. You're going to a concert? How exciting! I hope you have fun, Keiko. No plans this weekend, thank God. Hopefully laundry if the weather is good. I also have to do my laundry. Not weekend specific, but you are researching how to make protein bars and it's all peanut butter. Yeah, you know, the thing about peanut butter is like, it's just a good flavor, and depending on what kind of peanut butter, I mean, most peanut butter generally has quite a bit of fat, but if you're using like peanut butter powder, you get the great taste of peanut butter without as much fat, which is amazing. And I've been kind of sad my Costco has not stocked protein peanut butter powder. There's a specific like peanut butter powder brand that I would occasionally get. It's called like PB Fit, and it's literally just like dried powdered peanuts. So the way you make it into like a paste is that you just add some water or milk or whatever it is, and then you can make it as a spread or just mix it into stuff. Yeah, PB2, that's the one. Watching more fights. That's exciting. I'm sure you could also include like a lot of egg white to add some more protein content, and that'd be an easy like binding ingredient as well. Dude, a homemade protein bar sounds pretty sick. Hey, I mean, it's not a protein bar, but lately my kind of like guilt-free dessert thing I've been making at night is taking some now you got me saying peanut butter. I meant taking some pumpkin puree, and then you mix it with vanilla protein powder. So no need to add any sweeteners unless you want to make it a little bit sweet, but I mean, I think it's already kind of sweet as is, just naturally from the pumpkin and the vanilla protein powder. And then you add pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon, and you mix it up, and that's basically it. It's just like a delicious, nutritious goop. It tastes like pumpkin pie filling, basically, without like all the added sugar or the crust. But recently I added a little bit of like crushed up graham cracker to up it up, or plus it up a little bit, and that made it really good. And again, macro-wise, it's not anything really crazy, which is nice. It would be such a big money save, but half the gym health bro recipes are just freeze a block of peanut butter with chocolate on top. You are not wrong about that. It's usually peanut butter and then like some kind of sugar-free chocolate coating, and if you want to add sweetness, you put in like, you either you either add a little bit of honey or maple syrup, or you use dates, which I really like dates, so that I am completely fine with. But I haven't tried making caramelized dates, or date caramel, which is where you take like a date and then you soak it in water and then you blend it, so that way it's like soft and it becomes this like golden goop that is delicious. Dark chocolate 95 sea salt is gas. Yes! I am a huge fan of like really dark chocolate, and then adding like the sea salt. Oh, it's so good. I love it. I've also felt particularly lucky and like acknowledged, I suppose, because Mama Pascal, a lot of the stuff that she brought back for me, obviously there was like a variety of things, but because she remembered that I like dark chocolate, I have a couple like dark chocolate things, and I'm like, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I will last through the winter with my dark chocolate stash. Papa Pascal is also a big dark chocolate fan. So every once in a while, I mean, I didn't do it this time because we obviously already have a lot of treats in the house, in the aquarium, but every once in a while I when I go to get groceries, I'll just like grab like a dark chocolate bar, and usually he and I will split it over time. Just like, dark chocolate is nice because I feel like as much as I could eat the entire bar, when you just have like a little block of it, that's enough to satisfy my craving for the day, and then I'm good. And it's usually a little less sugar than like a milk chocolate. Not always, but it can be. Ooh, Twy, if you wanted to also add a little more protein, and maybe add like a little more of a interesting flavor kick, you could probably go the Greek yogurt route or cottage cheese. I feel like that would also be good. I don't know if that would work very well in like a protein bar, like a homemade protein bar, but in any other kind of protein dessert, that'd be pretty fire. Wait, Twy, have you been looking up this stuff because you burned through your protein bar stash? I think I saw your tweet earlier. Twy's been on their gym arc. Dude, look up if you like marshmallows or like marshmallow texture. I have been like, I cannot stop. I always grab a box when I go to the store. Look into this protein bar called Built, like B-U-I-L-T. They're made with collagen, so it's like a very like chewy marshmallowy texture, and then just like a chocolate coating. So calorie wise, they're pretty good. They're pretty low in fat, and then it's like 17 grams of protein in a bar, and the carbs aren't that crazy either. Specifically the coconut one. The coconut flavor is only like 7 grams of carbs. I think. And the chocolate fudge one is like 14, so double that, but still not a crazy amount. Collagen is also like the secret protein add-in, by the way. It's really, you really can't taste collagen if it's in something that has like more of a strong flavor, but then you still get the benefit of the protein, the added protein in it. So if you've ever wanted a little protein boost, look into unflavored collagen. I typically will have, I'll add the collagen to like my coffee in the morning, or whatever beverage it is, coffee or tea. Looks very neat, but also protein bar is too expensive. This is why I'm looking into homemaking stuff. Ah, okay. I see. Yeah, that's true. They are kind of pricey. I actually saw a recipe that someone put up on Instagram for like a homemade built bar. So it takes the same concept of using the collagen to make like a collagen protein bar at home. But then you have to get comfortable with the idea of like making homemade marshmallows essentially, which can be kind of a lot. Because you need the gelatin. Yeah, nuts will, I mean, as you know, that's why peanuts are included a lot in protein bars and stuff, is because they have quite a bit of protein, but the downside is that they also have a lot of fat too. You're not crazy about the flavored peanut butter personally, it's less about macros for me. Gotcha. Do you like I don't think it's the same it's the same, like, protein-wise, but soy is, like, kind of nutty in flavor. Maybe, like, less so than peanut butter. But, and the protein content's not the same, but that's another option. I know there's pea protein powder out there that exists as well, but it's not, as a bit harder to get protein out of it. Yeah, and like for like cottage cheese, for example, one of my friends, I was telling them how like recently I had just been making a lot of cottage cheese type guilt-free treats for myself, like just kind of mixing protein powder into cottage cheese or adding cottage cheese to like other things. And for him, he was like, well, I find that I don't really enjoy cottage cheese like as a sweet thing, but I really like it on more savory things. So for example, he put cottage cheese on pizza and said it was really good, and now I'm really curious to try that out because that sounds pretty bomb. I've also done, for myself personally, I've done like cottage cheese and some like, like a little cherry tomato. So cottage cheese, cherry tomato, salt, pepper, and then like red onion or basil. That's also very good. Or, oh no, there was something else I did that was really good. For a savory like cottage cheese thing. So take cottage cheese and then add horseradish, and I think it was some kind of herb. I can't remember. So horseradish, cottage cheese, salt, pepper, and then I don't remember what. Oh, dill. Dill. I also added chives. So dill, chives, cottage cheese, horseradish, salt and pepper, and then I ate that with my chicken, and it was so delicious. I made it like twice in a row because I didn't have a lot of cottage cheese at that point. But it was really good. Cherry tomatoes, my beloved. Yeah, they're really good. Tomatoes are just amazing. True. So true. Okay, I should also remember to save my work so I don't lose it all. But yeah, I want to try to find more savory recipes or things to do with cottage cheese. Because I've done like, for like a sweet dessert thing with cottage cheese, I've done cottage cheese. Okay, hear me out. Cottage cheese, vanilla protein powder, sliced strawberries, cinnamon, crushed up graham crackers, and it makes like a strawberry cheesecake bowl. And it's, again, pretty high in protein. And it's just like, it just tastes like a dessert. And you can eat the whole thing, guilt-free. Yeah, and then if you want it a little bit sweeter, you just add a little whatever sweetener of choice you want to do. But just the strawberries alone and the vanilla protein powder just kind of made it like naturally sweet. And I guess also the graham cracker. But yeah, you can do quite a lot. Oh, I've also done Just cottage cheese on top of like fried eggs in the morning. Also a banger. Very easy. You just slap the cottage cheese on your eggs and add a little salt and pepper. I've even added like a little Tabasco sauce to make it spicy. You know, that's the nice thing about the cottage cheese. It's just like a easy base to work with, so you can kind of do whatever you want. You just eat tomatoes for your lunch every now and then. Yeah, I've done like when I didn't have a lot of food to take with me, or if I just had to quickly like pack a thing for lunch, I would do like a Bearable cheese, you know, like the little cheese that are wrapped in like the wax. So Bearable cheese and then like some cherry tomatoes, and I'm set. Like that's already like really good. But I know both Mama and Papa Pascal, they like to do, which is why I'm thinking I should try this sometime. You take cottage cheese, or at least in my version, I'm gonna add cottage cheese rather than like a block or like a soft cheese. So cottage cheese on top of a cracker, and then you add the cherry tomato, salt, pepper, red onion, and basil. I think that would be really good. So basically just replacing the mozzarella with cottage cheese. But I don't know if, you know, I've never looked into it. I don't know how high of a protein content mozzarella has, because mozzarella might already be pretty high in protein for all I know. In which case, maybe just eating it as is with mozzarella is better than cottage cheese in this scenario. But maybe if you wanted to treat it more of like a dipping situation, then you could use a cottage cheese instead. A lot of things to think about. Well, anyways, I think I will call it here. So again, let me just double check that I saved everything. And thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you were productive if you were working along with me, and if you weren't, I hope it was just a nice chill little chatting hour while I worked. Thanks for keeping me company. Mozzarella is apparently 22 grams of protein per 100 grams, which is higher than I thought. That is a lot, actually. Dang, maybe I should just vary up my diet with more cheese. Yeah, I'm glad you could swing by. And so just as a reminder for everybody, no stream next week. I will also like put out a tweet closer to the day of. So I will see you all in like 2 weeks. And I hope you guys enjoy your weekend and your week, and you have fun doing all those things that you mentioned. You eat dog food and monkey biscuits and horse electrolyte treats. I know, only friends. I still need to try the... Wait, have I talked to you guys about this already? Protein water? They have like they have sparkling protein water. Like, I don't know if it's flavored. I assume it's flavored water, but I just thought that was kind of wild. Just like protein water. We are innovating things at incredible speeds for the gains, and I'm all here for it. So, until next time, you guys. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm gonna go eat my food. Also go eat, drink water, and get yourselves to bed, or enjoy the rest of your day, depending on your time zone. And I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye.